This is the plaintiff, Sadiku Tahiru. He says he hired the defendant to do his taxes, and the guy gave the IRS his bank information, and his refund went to the defendant instead of him. When the defendant sent him the refund, he stole $749.90 from him. The guy's a crook. He needs to be stopped, and he's suing for the money he took today in court. This is the defendant, Patrick O'Nafi. He says his clients don't always have the money to pay him for his services, so he gets paid once the IRS issues the refund. He's been in business for 30 years. Nothing he's doing is dishonest, because if it was, the government would have shut him down decades ago. Bottom line, the plaintiff hired him, and he was paid. He's accused of taxing a client.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff hired the defendant to do his taxes and says that the guy kept his refund check. But the defendant says the refund was his payment. It's the case of 1040. Over and out.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Mr. Tahiru, how did you find Mr. O'Nafi in order to ask him to do your taxes? Had he done any of your friends? Was he recommended? How did you guys find each other?
I was passing by, then they see the taxes sign on the wall.
So what was the agreement that he would do your taxes in return for how much?
200.
Okay, and what kind of taxes were these?
The one that people do every year.
Okay.
The income tax.
Do you have them with you, the taxes that he did?
I do.
May I see it?
Sure.
All right, so you go in to see him, and do you sign any contract with him?
Nope.
So it was just verbal?
Yeah.
All right, so you speak to him, and then do you come back with your records, or did you have them all with you right then?
Yeah, I speak to him, and then I went to the job. They give me the printout of the...
Okay, now what do you do for a living?
I drive the taxi.
Now, according to you, do you have a signed contract with him that states your rate?
Yes, ma'am.
May I see it?
These are the signed contracts. Thank you, sir.
Is this a copy? You're handing me a copy. Where's the actual signed contract?
That's the actual. Because I have other previous one from 2014, same thing.
You did his taxes in 2014?
Yes, ma'am. Since 2014, I've been doing
Oh, you've done it since 2014?
Yes.
You did 2014?
15,
2015, 16, 17, and what? Let me see the contract information that you had with on those.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, let me see all of those.
Okay.
Have you always charged him $850?
Yes, ma'am.
You've always charged him $850?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this the first time you do your taxes with him?
Nope.
What does he always charge you?
200, 150. I don't know, maybe he's taking some money that I didn't know.
Every single time since 2014. That's what he's saying.
Well, I never hear about those charges that he's talking about. I always pay cash. He give me the receipt.
George has been doing it severally, but that's the only one I have.
Well, that's important, because you're trying to, if you're going to argue to me that he's always paid $850, and you have the proof that he's always paid $850, don't you think it would be really compelling for you to show me that?
That's true.
Right. And so the form you gave me has a date of 2018, January 2018. Who's the one who puts a date in, him or you?
Him.
Oh, so
Not
he's the
me.
one who wrote the
so
wrong
he's the one
okay.
that signed it. Mine came in January.
It would be nice if that document said 2018
as you can
taxes.
see.
It doesn't. You're also telling me you have 4 different times that he's agreed to that rate.
Yes.
I'd just like to see that.
I don't know about it.
So why do you take the 200 from him?
Because it doesn't do his taxes one time. It comes like 5 different times. He will bring one document, it will come another day, it will come another day. He doesn't sit down in one place because...
Do you give him a receipt for the 200?
I did give him a 200 because that was the first payment.
Wait, you gave him a receipt. What'd your receipt say?
$200 for a down payment.
Can I see the receipt?
Oh, my God. I don't see what it says down payment. The agreement we did is 200.
No.
See, we're having a problem.
Yes.
And by we, I mean you. And I'm going to explain to you what the problem is. Number one, this receipt says 200, and then you know what you wrote underneath it? This is your receipt in your handwriting. You put a 0 like we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the space for balance due. Why did you do that if it wasn't a $200 charge for his taxes?
The reason I do that because he wanted me to give him a receipt first for that $200, and I could charge...
Yeah, but so what? All you got to do is write on the balance 650 more owed. Why didn't you do that?
No, because that was going to be taken by the bank on his behalf.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you're going to collect it. It matters that you document that it's owed. Because he's arguing that you're a liar and that you just took his money and that it was never owed.
He came in with the $200 as down payment.
I hear you. Now, do you hear what you wrote? Wait, stop. You say he came in with a down payment. You, sir, say that was the whole payment. And then you write a receipt saying it's the whole payment.
Yeah.
You're right.
Right. That's where the problem lies. Now hand that to him. And tell me, do you read what you sign?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. What does that say you're supposed to pay?
This is my signature, but I didn't sign this paper. I don't know if
sorry?
I didn't sign this paper. This paper, I know what I'm signing, but I didn't sign this paper, for sure. I signed the document I gave you.
That's your signature.
That's my signature, but I don't know how it gets
You
here.
don't recall signing it? So what is it, magic? How did it get there?
I don't know how it gets here.
Because that paper says you're supposed to pay another $650.
Oh my God, this
Right?
is a forged paper. I never signed this paper, Judge. Your Highness, I swear, I didn't say. All I know is.
Did you call me Your Highness? Or did you say I'm being honest? I don't know which of the two.
Judge.
I'll take either one.
So does it make sense that an accountant would say, I'll just keep your refund check as the fee?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Why is that?
Because it's not his, and he's supposed to, I think, get back to me before doing.
But isn't it possible an accountant could actually do that and say, okay, you know what? I'll wait till the refund check comes if he can't pay me now, and I'll just take the refund.
The check should come into that person's name, not his name. So I don't know how we would cash it.
Okay, and there is one other thing we'll talk about. Going inside the courtroom.
Who whited out? Somebody put white out on that date.
Yeah.
Why?
He did that.
White out?
He did that.
Why would... You handed me this and it has white out on the date. Why?
You know why it's white? If it is not white out, if it was me that whited it out, I won't bring it to court.
Oh my God.
Here's what we're going to do.
And I want a question. Why did he put a different routing number instead of my bank routing number that I gave him?
I don't know. Why is it a different
Yeah.
routing number to a different bank rather than his bank routing number for his
I
deposit?
saw it, I came back and asked him. He was like, don't worry about
Is that
this.
how you always do it?
No, the standard is when you file your taxes, I operate in a depressed neighborhood. People come to me without money to do their taxes. It's like pro bono. And therefore, when they
So
come
you
sign
have
on
their
the
return,
paperwork,
you have their refunds go to your
to the
bank.
Not my bank.
What
It is a bank refundo. Each year you choose any bank of your choice. Once they release the money from the Internal Revenue Service, it goes through the bank and
To what?
authorize-
When you say the bank, whose bank? It's
the bank-
not their bank.
No, the bank that we choose.
Right,
each
you
year.
being your side of the
Yes,
table.
yes.
Chooses a bank because you want to be able to get your fee
Yes,
before
ma'am.
it goes off.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, I got
and
that.
then they transfer the money to his account.
Okay,
That's
so
what's-
can you show me a contract that has the actual information? Oh, I don't know, something like, this is for your 2018 taxes.
I don't know. That's what I have, but he did.
I'll never pay $800 to do my
Let's-
taxes.
Okay, you need to stop a second.
shut
Because
up.
according to you, he has paid $850 to do his taxes. So
Okay.
here's what we're going to do.
Yes.
All right, everybody chill a
know,
second.
I know.
You're going to go to your bank and find proof that at some point in the past, you argued with him, you're not entitled to another $650, and he gave you the money back. I'm going to give you a week to do that. And you're going to go back to your office, and you are going to find this piece of paper for 2014, 2015, 2016, just so I can see that you're right, he's always paid that, and he's just not realizing
Which I never
it.
signed.
That's how, well, we're going to see. And that's how we're going to figure this case out. I'm going to give each of you 1 week to find that out. If I don't find from what you're sending me or fail to send me that in fact this is agreed upon between the two of you, you will be refunding anything else that you took out. Because this little document right here makes it look like the 200 was all she wrote, with a big zero under balance due and a line.
And that's what I
Okay,
do.
so that's what's going to happen. You each have 1 week to find what you need to find. It's more important for you to find what you say you have than it is for you to find what you say you have, but try hard to find what you say you
The
have.
recording is gone. That's
No, the recording's gone, but the deposit where he gives you the money back,
It's
that's
like
somewhere.
Since 2008.
Yeah, do your best, okay? But you try to find. Yeah, all right. Look how he turns around and looks at you guys again. I'm just going to give you guys address, okay? That's my rule.
All right, hold on right there, guys.
So the judge's verdict is pending in this case. Mr. Onofre, do you think you can go to your office and find the documents that the judge wants you to send to the court?
I'll try. I should be able to find it.
Because if you can't, then you got to give that money back to him, the $749 that he's suing for.
Yes.
It's all up to you in that case.
Yes.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Okay?
you. Okay.
Thank you very much. All right. Now, here comes the plaintiff. This is the first time you think you've ever heard of this, right?
This TV?
Yeah, no. The fact that he's been doing this to you maybe
No,
in
he
the
did
past.
that. He did that before I caught him. He paid me. So now he did that again because after he did that, I skipped some years not doing the taxes with him.
Yeah, okay.
So after that, I keep meeting him time to time. So we
you
become
went back to
friends.
him?
Yeah. So I think he learned about that mistake, and then he's going to be okay. And then he did that again.
Can you find that document, the check that he sent to you?
That's the problem.
Evidence
Now
of
I'm going to go to the bank and ask if it's like back there 2011 or I don't know.
Go look for it. It's important
Yeah.
to you.
If they don't find it, then what's going to happen?
I don't know. Maybe you'll still prevail. All depends on what he sends to the court. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, good luck. This doesn't happen that often, Harvey. What do you think?
There's one other thing that makes this shady, which is how is the refund exactly the amount of the fee? That makes no sense.